Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA game. It is yours truly, the notorious Cameron Roget, coming to you live from the MMA Game studios. And today we got a special one. We are going to recap the UFC fight night, but we are talking about the most juiciest card of the year so far, UFC 311. Now, before I get into it, I do have to do two things. Actually, it's just one. I got to introduce you guys to my dude, my Red Devil, unfortunately, my guy, Ryan Cariss. Yo, Cariss, what's the word?
Yo, my brother, my gunner, my dude, my guy, Cameron Roget. We are blessed to be back at it and talk about the first pay-per-view of the year for the UFC and UFC pay-per-view 311.
Yes,
Makhachev
we are.
versus Tsarukyan.
Now, I did say I had two things.
Two?
One of them is important. And it's going to start off a little somber because, as you guys know, we've been dealing with a lot of fires here in California. Unfortunately, LA has been hit extremely hard. And I think for me, I just want to say shout out to the firefighters, to the first responders out there that are really, going after this and helping fight these fires, man. It's sad. It's sad for those that, lost houses, lives. It's right. Really devastating to see and witness. And obviously we're here in a little bit southern part. Hopefully it doesn't come this way, but prayers up to everybody and hope that this could come to an end.
Right.
Real soon.
I ditto that with him. I don't know how much more else I can say except for my prayers with everyone, family, friends, all that. Hopefully we get through this. Hopefully they contain it. And thank the Lord that it's not coming down this direction. Thank you to all the family and friends that have reached out and been like, hey, you guys good? Is it hitting you? No, we're good down here in San Diego area. It is up north. Fortunately, the winds are dying down, but never a good thing. So,
yeah. And just keep that in mind, too. Obviously, this card is going to be in LA, so we don't know if there's going to be any changes or anything like that, but just something to keep on the forefront. But for now, we could talk about some fisticuffs.
Hey,
so
let's get after it.
Dern versus Hibas, too, right? For me, I'm going to start off in the early prelims, right? In the early prelims. And guys, I'm just going to mention, or prelims, I should say. Just going to mention three fighters. Jacoby Smith, fucking incredible. Won by knockout.
Yep.
Marco Tulio, fucking incredible. Won by knockout. Last one. Felipe Bunez, won by submission.
Impressed.
Those three, watch it.
Impressed.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon.
Yes.
You heard it here. I'm jumping on those three bandwagons. Especially Tulio. He took out my fucking guy, Ihor.
You've been going for the last couple times.
I was very shocked, mouth fucking wide open watching that fight. Excited to see him work again.
That's a little coming out card for this guy. Let's let everybody know that this guy Tulio is going to be somebody to reckon with. Little Felipe Brune. How do you say Bunez? Yeah, Bunez. Man, he got a hold of that arm bar and stuck on that thing.
Hey, you're losing the arm. You're losing the limb. Losing that bitch.
Yeah, but it was fun to watch. Dude.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Real fun. Now into the main card, right? And I think it kicked off right because I know there was one person that was screaming at the telly. And his name was Cariss.
Yes, it was.
So, Cariss.
Yes, it was.
Who opened up the main card for us?
His name was Punahele Soriano.
Wow.
Puna against Uros Medic. And Uros Medic was the favorite in this fight because he's called the doctor because he's so precise with all his strikes and all his kicks and everything. And even Puna said it in a post-fight interview, I was going to take this to the ground and wrestle the guy. And all of a sudden that happened. So, good job, Puna. I was sitting there clapping.
Puna knocked the fuck out of the guy. In case you weren't able to watch it, Puna knocked him out. The doctor was out.
Nope.
The doctor had some anesthesia and he was fucking out. So Puna stepped in and it was beautiful. Yes. Beautiful knockout.
Yep.
The next, I do want to give this guy a little bit of love because I thought he fucking did incredible. Christian Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. After that first round and seeing how calm and collective he was, and the announcers talking about it being like, he starts off slow, but allows guys to kind of just do their thing. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now it's my turn. Like,
and there's a lot of hype on Bashi too because of the contender series. And Bashi's good. Don't get me wrong. I think this is obviously for somebody that's on the contender series and now you're getting a taste of what the UFC roster is.
Yep.
Good. This is good. This is what you want. Yeah, it's a good welcoming party. As I tell you on the first day of jiu-jitsu, just learn how to survive.
Learn how to defend and survive.
Man, so hopefully he learned that in his next fight in the UFC. It is a good one.
Yeah. I think almost anybody else, Christian Rodriguez just has a little dog in him and he's just like, no, you're not beating me today. And especially taking his bagel from him, his donut, like, well done, Christian Rodriguez.
And now for the most controversial fight on the card, Chris Curtis against Roman Kopylov.
Was it that really controversial?
Well,
yes.
Do you let him go out?
No. No.
So you're happy with the referee stopping?
No, I think you're saying you let it the time go out or let him go out.
Do you let
I let the time run out.
You let the time.
I let the time run out because there's 1 second and you see Kopylov walking the other direction, and you're standing in front of him and you saw him go that way, and it's like, yeah, let's just let him go.
Like here's the thing.
Time go out.
For me, because I know the history with Curtis and Strickland, how they train. Yeah. So I know he's a fucking dog.
Put me out.
And you're gonna have to put him out in order to beat him.
Yes.
Right now, Kopylov, if I'm you and I drop him, I fucking rush the guy.
You're going right at him. Yeah.
I rush him.
Yeah.
I know you can't throw knees in the UFC, but in one championship, that's a knee to the dome. He's out. But you could have stood over him and clocked him one more time and really end it.
Yeah. Or even run at him, and the referee has to jump in between, being like, no, don't do that.
And two, like, I'm not happy with the stoppage because I feel like this always happens to Chris Curtis. I'm on the more side of, for him, like, and you have to know the fighter too, right? And I'm not saying this is the referee fault or anything like that, but you got to know the guy
because Mark Smith knows what he's doing.
Yeah, let him go. Yeah. Let him go out.
Let him go
out. Because now you ain't gonna deal with. Oh, you should. No,
aftermath.
I let him go out.
Yeah.
Chris, you can't complain.
No.
I'll let you go out. You was out on the can, and I came, but he saved him.
He did.
He saved him.
Did he save him though? Because Kopylov was walking away. He was trying to walk off.
Bro, that man was on wobbly fucking legs, and one more punch.
Big time.
One more punch.
I think he saved action, man, because
dirty.
It took Chris a couple seconds to realize, oh, you actually stopped that with 1 second left, and then he finally then he went pissed. Then he was pissed. I get it.
It's gonna lead into the next fight too.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna lead into the next one.
I know
because. You talking about stopping a fight? We all thought the fight was going to get stopped. Abdul, I said, "Oh shit, Abdul really about to win this."
He was,
and then he decided he wanted to do the Max Holloway point to the ground, and he ended up sleeping. Oh my gosh!
And that was one of those where you're like, yeah, you
boy,
you got to stay out for 9 months, 12 months.
I was scared for that.
You're out, bro. He's 38 years old too, so taking it, and he's got knocked out a couple different times throughout his career.
Yeah, I think you should have thought about that one just a little bit because like for Caesar, bro, he's pretty good, straight up kickboxer. Like you could see it from the get go.
Yes. Yeah.
So I was worried when I saw Abdul like throwing. I'm like, bro, this man,
you're opening up.
You need to wrestle this.
Yes.
What you doing? Take this man down.
Wild.
You can just see how he's defending. He's all here, nice and tight, nice and tight. Take his ass down.
Comfortable like that too. Go ahead. We'll play my game. We'll just sit right here.
And yeah, Abdul caught him. But fuck, bro, when he caught Abdul woke up saying, I thought the fight was next week.
Abdul was walking into it too. Like he was going that direction. He hit his chin just like right into his chest and was like.
And let's talk about how long he was out for.
Ooh, 3 minutes?
He was out for what?
4 minutes?
Guys, he didn't even get up for the hand, raising of the hands.
No. They tried to put him on the stool and he was falling off the stool.
Do you see when he was trying to come out the octagon?
Yeah.
Oh my lanza. Scary, bro.
I want to hear. I don't like to hear these, but remember when the fighters like say later on, like a week later, be like, "Oh, I woke up in the hospital." I don't even remember any of that stuff, even though I was asking you guys questions.
I don't want to hear his.
I woke up in the hospital. Like that's what I'm saying with his. I don't really want to hear it, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of do. So I like, yeah, not surprised. Not surprised you woke up
that was scary
at home after you went to the hospital. You were at home.
That was scary.
You were out.
That was scary. That was scary. And then in the co-main, right, we had Santiago Ponzinibbio against Carlston Harris, and I actually thought this was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Carlston Harris is pretty good.
He is good. He was the favorite.
Lanky, like he's pretty fucking.
He was
good.
the favorite. That's the only reason why I kind of went with him. Ponzinibbio's a little older.
Dog.
He did.
He got that dog in him, though.
He did.
That experience kind of came out.
I was about to say the same thing.
The experience came out.
His 40-something fights, professional fights that he has. He's got experience. He's like, no.
That came out, ended it. Fucking round 3 KO.
Good job, brother. Well done.
And then the main event, which I think everybody tuned in for because it was actually a pretty good one. Mackenzie Dern against Amanda Ribas.
2 beautiful women going at it.
And aside from that, we had on display 2 beautiful women putting on a great grappling display.
Oh my God.
The jiu-jitsu on there was incredible.
We were geeking out, by the way.
Yeah,
if you're a jiu-jitsu person, I was geeking out.
A little bit. I mean, I think Mackenzie Dern truly showed why she took this fight on too early of a notice last time.
Right.
She also showed you why she's a fucking problem on the ground.
Yes.
And I don't think a lot of people expected that. And now I was taking a few things from her game too, which is, did you ever see when she had her in guard, what she would try and do? She'd have her leg inside, but her arm would be on the outside, threatening.
To try to act like she was going to grab onto it?
It was no. So she was in fully. She had Hibas in her guard, right? But instead of being straight on, she always had her arm out with her leg, the same leg on the same side out as well.
Really?
So she could look to throw different kind of submission attempts from there. And I thought that was quite interesting because I'm like, okay, is Hibas seeing that? Because every time she would go in, she didn't really adjust. And every time she didn't adjust, she could throw omoplata. She could look to go for the armbar. It was always there. So huge shout out to Mackenzie Dern for seeing that and sticking with it, and then eventually getting the finish by armbar.
Hibas is a judo practitioner. She's not a jiu-jitsu like Mackenzie Dern, for example, right? So you could see the levels. Even though Hibas is, though, right? That's what I was about to say. Yeah. Even though Hibas is still a black belt, like you can tell the levels of that because Hibas was mainly judo in all those tournaments for judo, and Mackenzie Dern was mainly jiu-jitsu. So, and you can see the levels, even though she's really good, but Mackenzie's just that much better. Yeah, right. Man. And I did see throughout the week, I totally forgot about this, and I apologize if anybody else did not see this. On Mackenzie Dern's fight against Amanda Hibas, she took it after 4 months of just having her kid.
Right.
So she was out for more than 9 months of not training because she was pregnant. Then comes back after 4 months of having her kid and then having to fight Amanda Hibas. Yeah, it's going to be a little more difficult, right? And you could see in those things that she was just out of it compared to this body right now. Wow.
Completely agree.
Completely different person.
Yeah, so. completely. And I think that just makes one matchup, I think she should challenge for the belt. I think so.
Who else is there right now?
Well, I think
besides Tatiana, that's already there.
Yan Xiaonan wouldn't be bad against Mackenzie Dern. Winner goes for the belt.
Could be. Yes. Because Yan just took a loss and she's just moving up and she's still fair. Number 2.
Because I don't think that Jandiroba and Jessica Andrade and Amanda Lemos are the next ones in between Dern all the way up to the belt. I don't think I want to see her against those 3.
But I think those 2, Jessica Andrade and Amanda Lemos, are coming off losses anyway. So it's kind of one of those, you need people that are moving up.
What about Virna?
Virna's coming off a win. I believe so.
So that could be the only
that's the only other one that's in there.
But I feel
that could be next because Yan Xiaonan, if Zhang Wei Li wins, then Yan Xiaonan's kind of out of that talk about fights. But if Tatiana Suara wins, then they're going to do that.
I think that's why everybody in this weight division wants Tatiana to win.
Probably. It'll shake up the division and be like, all right, we get a new blood coming in.
Little do they know,
a couple different things.
Wei Li will get a rematch if she loses.
She 100%. No questions asked.
But yeah, I think
unless she gets knocked out in first round like she did against Doug Rose, right?
True.
The head kick. But that's about it.
True. But I think
it's still fun to too. They still got good little matchups coming up this year.
Yeah, that's good. Dern against Yan Xiaonan should be good.
That should be. I see Xiaonan.
And you know what you could do? You know what you could do? You know they always do that Singapore card. Why not? Why not? That could be fun.
Jan's gonna win that fight though.
Oh wow!
I know.
You don't think it's gonna go to the ground?
No, I don't think Xiaonan's gonna allow it to go to the ground.
She's gonna have to fight the fight, make sure it doesn't. Yeah.
She's gonna be a dog fight, and then Mackenzie doesn't have that in her.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then Hibas, it's kind of difficult to see who she should get matched up with.
She's gonna have to fight down. She might do. That might be a Tabitha Ricci or Lupe Godinez, but Tabitha just lost, right? On her last? No, she won her last one.
What did she do her last? She
lost. Yan Xiaonan. See?
She lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's going down a little bit. Oh, Yan Xiaonan. I don't know if that was the last one. Sorry.
No, that's it was November 23rd.
There we go. So Jan's coming off a win then. Xiaonan's coming off a win.
Yeah.
There you go.
Both coming off wins.
Yeah.
What about Marina Rodriguez?
Coming off a loss.
She's coming off a loss too.
Off 2 losses actually.
Yasmin Lucendo. She looks like she's on the come up on a 3-fight win streak. She's beat Pauliana Viana.
What number is she?
Carolina Kalkilitz oh my goodness. Not even gonna say it, guys. She is number 7, and Mackenzie Dern's at number 6 right now.
Okay.
So not bad, not bad. So if you got a chance to watch that fight card, trust me, it was a good one. If you didn't get a chance to watch it and you have ESPN Plus, you could always replay it. Now, it is time to talk about UFC 311. This one is going to have early prelims, and a main card. I believe it's all going to be starting off at 3 p.m.
Yes.
Right, 3 p.m. Main card kicks off at 7 p.m. We are keeping our fingers crossed. It is going to be in LA. We completely understand if it's not and it has to get moved to Las Vegas. We are here for it, and the fighters are going to be too.
Early prelims, 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Now, as you guys know, we are going to give you guys some picks out of the hat. Cariss will pick for the fans and himself. I will pick for myself, and these are going to be the road dogs we are going to roll with. I'm going to combine the early prelims and the prelims, give you all one straight shot on who's fighting. So here we go.
And aren't you going to tell us who the fight of the night is going to be for the prelims?
Yes.
Are you going to choose one?
Yes. I'll let you know that. Are you going to pick one too?
I think so.
Okay.
It might just be yours.
So on the first fight of the night, on the early prelims in the men's flyweight division, we have Tajir Ulakdekov against Clayton Carpenter.
All right.
After that, in the men's bantamweight division, we have Bernardo Sopaj against Ricky Tercios. In the men's bantamweight division, we have Rinya Nakamura against Muin Gafurov. In the co-main on the early prelims, we have Carol Rosa against Eileen Perez in the women's bantamweight division. And then in your main event on the early prelims in the men's lightweight division, Diego Ferreira against Grant Dawson.
That's going to be the good one on the early prelims. Grant Dawson's a stud, and Ferreira's a very good fighter. He's one of the dogs in there, so this is going to be a good one. Pay attention to that one.
In the prelims, kicking it off in the men's middleweight division, Cedricus Dumas against Zachary Reese. Should be good. In the men's heavyweight division, right after that, we have Sergey Spivak against Jailton Almeida.
That's actually going to be a good one, too. That's going to be a fun one.
And Cam's pick for fight of the night on the prelims is none other than his guy, his dude, Peyton Talbot, against Raoni Barcelos in the men's bantamweight division. Tune in because it is going to be good. It might end early.
That's why I don't know if it's going to be fight of the night. It's going to be performance. It's going to be performance because
somebody is leaving with 50K.
His name is Peyton Talbot, and it's going to be early.
Watch out.
So that's the only reason why I'm saying it might not be fight of the night, because he's going to end it early to where it's going to be performance. Because you're not going to get much of a fight. He's just going to get it done.
But you know what? Hey, looking on the other side, though. Looking on the other side, he is fighting against Barcelos, who did win his last fight. He did win his last fight.
He's good.
Coming off a submission victory.
But he's not Peyton Talbot.
He ain't Peyton Talbot. He ain't undefeated Peyton Talbot. No, he is not. Now, in the main event on the prelims, we have Bogdan Guskov against Billy Elikana in the men's light heavyweight division. So, Cariss, you take it away first.
I'm making first fans.
Who out of that hat?
Fans. What are we doing, fans? Who we got, fans? We got Spivak. Hey.
Wow.
We got Sergey Spivak against Jailton Almeida.
Better make sure it stays standing on the feet.
I was about to say, if it stays standing on his feet, most likely Spivak is potentially could win this fight. If it goes to the ground, Jailton Almeida is probably going to win that fight. So who do I get? Let's see here. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I'm saying damn it because I picked the guy that's going to lose, and we already know who we're choosing for the fight of the night or performance of the night. I got Barcelos.
So Cariss is actually hoping for an upset.
Yes, I know. I want to lose.
I
want to lose on this one. This is the only time I probably want to lose is when I pick it. Who'd you get?
Wow.
Don't tell me you got Talbot.
No, I got Guskov.
Oh, you did?
Got Guskov.
Nice.
Yeah. Guskov it is. I'll take that.
That's a really good draw.
Yeah, that's a really good choice, man.
Draw.
I'm fucking happy with it. Coming off of the knockout of Ryan Spann. Come on. Come on. I'm happy with that.
Ooh, Superman Spann is
now we get to move in to the highly anticipated main card of the evening. So kicking it off, we have in the men's middleweight division, Renier, the Reader against my dude, Kevin Holland.
Hey, in the middleweight division of 185 pounds from the Netherlands, RDR, Renier de Ridder is the underdog of this fight at plus 105. Yes, I was so happy when I wrote that down. He is 34 years old, stands at 6'4", and his fighting style is jiu-jitsu. Like to see that one too. He's got 20 pro fights, 18 victories and 2 defeats, 4 wins by KO, 12 wins by submission, and 10 first-round finishes. He's got 1 UFC fight coming off a submission victory to GM3, Gerald Meerschaert, back in November of 2024. That was coming out a little party. And you were hyped on him on that one. But it don't matter because he's fighting from USA. Kevin, Trailblazer, Big Mouth, Cam Holland is the favorite in this fight. Yes, at -125. He is 31 years
As he
old, stands
should
at
be.
6'3", and his fighting style is Kung Fu. He's got 38 professional fights with 26 victories and 12 defeats, 14 wins by KO, 8 wins by submission, and 13 first-round finishes. He's coming off a Dana White Contender Series Season 2, where he's got 24 UFC fights, 13 victories, and 10 defeats, and 1 no contest. Currently coming off of TKO injury stoppage to Roman Dolidze back in October of 2024. I know who you're going for.
Yeah, I'm going Kevin Holland.
Hey,
Kevin
you
Holland.
guys don't even need us to say that,
Fucking
by the way.
sucks, but because I do like Renier,
RDR.
but I just I can't go against Kevin Holland, bro. So hopefully he gets it done. To stay away from the submissions. But if they do go submissions, Kevin Holland's fucking great.
He just had a submission off his last one.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Yep.
We shall see.
Kevin Holland, by the way, guys.
Should be good.
Cam Holland.
The next one, though, this is going to cause a lot of drama, I think, because we have in the men's lightweight division, we have Beneil Dariush against Renato Moicano. I do think this is Dariush's last fight, so Renato will get the win, and hopefully he makes this a juicy call-out. Who you got?
Why do you think this is Dariush's last fight?
Bro, look at his last fights, how he's done.
Are you sure it's not his age, or you just think it's...
No, I'm looking at how he's been, like, he was on that tear, and then ever since he got beat up, bro. Look what happened against Armin.
Lightweight division.
Against Armin. Armin, for me, was the worst
Didn't
one.
he lose to Charles Oliveira, too?
Yeah,
right?
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't.
I think it was from the DeBarros.
But it was Armin Tsarukyan, his last fight. That, for me, it just like, bro.
Okay.
He's not the Beneil that I remember.
No. And when I wrote down his age, I was surprised. I was like, wait, I thought you were older than that.
It's the hair.
It's the hair. Everyone just thinks he's like going out. He's been around forever.
Yeah, bro.
All right,
hit us.
In the lightweight division of 155 pounds from USA, the number 9th ranked lightweight in the world, Beneil Dariush is the underdog in this fight at plus 185. Exactly. He's 35 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is MMA. He does have 29 professional fights with 22 victories and 6 defeats and 1 draw, 5 wins by KO, 8 wins by submission, considering he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And he's got 8 first-round finishes. He does have 23 UFC fights, 16 victories and 6 defeats and 1 draw, currently on a 2-fight losing streak. Coming off a TKO defeat to Armin Tsarukyan back in December of 2023. From Brazil, the number 10th ranked lightweight in the world, Renato Money Moicano, is the favorite in this fight at -225. That boy, Money Moicano. He's 35 years old, stands at 5'11", and his fighting style is jiu-jitsu. He's got 26 professional fights, 20 victories and 5 defeats and 1 draw, 10 wins by submission and 4 first-round finishes. He's got 17 UFC fights, 12 victories and 5 defeats. Currently on a 4-fight win streak. That boy, Money. Coming off a TKO victory over BSD back in September of 2024. Money Moicano all day long. Put your money on Money Moicano, because if you don't, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. I cannot see us going against Money Moicano.
No, if he gets somebody on the ground and gets him in that body triangle and just starts throwing those elbows,
look what he
down
did
him,
to my guy BSD, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Look what he did.
I didn't think that was gonna happen to BSD at all.
Yeah,
Money's on a tear, bro.
Well, next, guys, and I'm gonna surprise a lot of people because I think this is actually gonna be the fight of the night. The next fight here. The next fight will be the fight of the night.
Could be.
In the men's light heavyweight division, we have Jiri Prochazka against Jamahal Hill. I actually want to hear. I want to hear who you think is going to win this
don't
fight.
Say it. Don't say it. That's why I said wait. Don't say it just yet. Because in the light heavyweight division of 205 pounds, we're going to have a number 1 contender fight, and that's why this is going to be the fight of the night, because these guys are going to go after it. From Czechia, the number 2 ranked light heavyweight in the world, Jiri Prochazka is the pick 'em on this fight, -102 to -118.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how close this is.
Okay.
Jiri is 32 years old, stands at 6'3", and his fighting style is Muay Thai. He's got 36 professional fights, 30 victories, 5 defeats, and 1 draw, 26 wins by KO. 26 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, and 23 first-round finishes. He's got 6 UFC fights, 4 victories, and 2 defeats. Coming off a KO defeat of Poatan, the Brazilian Terminator, Alex Pereira, back in June of 2024 for the lightweight title. His only 2 losses are against Alex Pereira. Just so everybody knows, he's 4-2. Alrighty.
Crazy.
I know. I lost my spot. There we are. From USA, the number 3 ranked light heavyweight in the world, Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill is
Sweet
the
Dreams, huh?
yeah, something like that. I put Dreams and Hill at the same thing. Is a pick on at -118, so he's kind of the favorite at like just a couple points, but he's 33 years old, stands at 6'4", and his fighting style is MMA.
He's older.
He's got 14 professional fights, 12 victories and 2 defeats, 7 wins by KO, and 4 first-round finishes. He is coming off the Dana White Contender Series Season 3, where he's got 9 UFC fights, 6 victories and 2 defeats, and 1 no contest. He's coming off of a KO defeat to Alex Pereira, the Brazilian Terminator. Both these guys are coming off losses to the current champ of the world back in April of 2024 for the light heavyweight title. You're waiting on me.
Well, I have a question for you.
Oh, you do? I thought you were waiting for me to speak.
Who do you think has recovered more from the kiss of death?
Jamahal Hill.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. And the kiss of death is when Mr. Chama touches you.
Yes. Yeah, with that
with anything.
You're going down.
Foot, hand, anything. Kiss of death. So you would say Hill? Hill's recovered?
He's recovered more?
Yeah, I agree with that.
He has.
Who has more to lose if they lose this fight?
That's if they lose this fight.
Who has more to lose? If
Jamal
they lose
has more to lose.
100%.
Jamal has more to lose because he's been doing his
he's been instigating.
Yes, he's instigating. I was going to say he's been doing his antics.
He's been instigating, which is cool. I'm here for the games.
And exactly like we say, you got to keep yourself within the limelight and talk.
Yeah, I'm here for the game. I'm here for the games. I tune in every single time with him and Pereira doing the thing at the PI. Yeah. I'm there for it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get into the intricate details. But oof,
I'm gonna have to go for Sweet Dreams on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm going for Sweet Dreams, Jamahal.
That's a great call because I'm also going with Jamahal on this one.
Yes.
I think he can actually get it done.
Okay. I'm struggling on this one because I was on the dark horse for Jiri last year, so this is tough for me. Right?
I'm just worried about the stand-up. Because Jiri is very crafty, and I just hope that if Jamahal could be able to pick again, he's going to be kind of fighting similar to Pereira because you don't know what Pereira is going to do.
No,
right?
No.
You don't know where the strikes are going to come from.
You don't know what Jiri's going to do either.
Exactly. So I just hope that he's really dialed in and he's able to put his hands on him because I think if he's able to put hands on him, completely different fight.
Able to touch him.
Yeah, I think we're going to look at decision though.
I think so too.
I think it's going to go decision.
Yeah. I
think so even see it going 2-1. 2-1 in his favor.
Oh, this is a 3-round fight? This has got to be a 5-round.
Oh, you think so?
No, because it's third. That's not even co. Sorry.
Yeah, that's 3.
This is 3 rounds.
3 rounds. So I think it's 2-1 to Sweet Dreams. 2-1 Sweet Dreams. Now it gets even juicier because we're going right into that co-main event of the evening. And I think for these next 2 fights, everybody probably knows who I'm going to pick.
Title fight.
So for the men's bantamweight championship of the world, we have the challenger Umar Nurmagomedov. Jesus Christ,
say your guy's name right, dude.
Against Merab Dvalishvili. You already know who I'm going with. And Umar Nurmagomedov is going to be holding that strap.
You're never going to be able to say that name right, are you? Never. You don't even want to say that name right. So it's always just a little bit of a mix-up every now and then.
How's the flight for Khabib going?
In the bantamweight division of 135 pounds. I got to start with the challenger from Russia. UFC's number 2 ranked bantamweight in the world. Umar Nurmagomedov is the favorite in this fight at -325. -325, bro. Yeah, think about that, guys. They don't really have much faith in Merab against Umar on this one, do you? Yep. Umar is 28 years old, stands at 5'8", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got an undefeated professional record of 18 victories, 7 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. I know. He's got 6 UFC fights. He's currently coming off a decision victory over Corey Sandhagen back in August of 2024. I have a question about Corey for you in just a second once we finish that up. From Georgia, UFC's reigning, defending, undisputed bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili is the underdog. This fight at +260. That's about right.
That's fair.
That's about right. Yeah.
That's fair.
He's 33 years old, stands at 5'6", and his fighting style is freestyle. He's got 22 professional fights, 18 victories and 4 defeats, 3 wins by KO, 1 win by submission. He is currently, he's currently on an 11-fight win streak. Yeah. He's got 13 UFC fights, 11 victories, and 2 defeats. Those 2 defeats were his first 2 fights within the UFC, and he's now on an 11-fight win streak.
Crazy.
Currently coming off a decision victory and new Bantamweight champion of the world over Sugar Sean O'Malley back in September of 2024. Let's go, Umar.
Thank you. It's crazy. We have 2 competitors here that are on a 17-fight winning streak.
Crazy. Nuts.
17-fight winning streak. These guys are good. It's gonna be a good fight. I just feel Umar has more in the tank, bro. Umar is more of a fucking animal, and I don't see anybody else in the weight class.
It's more than 17 because Umar's undefeated at 18. You're just counting the UFC.
Yeah, I'm just counting UFC.
Okay.
I'm just counting UFC. I'm just counting UFC.
I was like, wait a second, why is that not adding up for me? I'm like, wait, he's 18-0.
But yeah, I don't see anybody beating Umar, bro. Like, y'all thought Khabib was fucking good? I think Umar is 10 times better than fucking Khabib.
Yeah.
And actually,
they call him the Eagle, by the way. He's taking over. He used to be Young Eagle, now he's Eagle.
That man, he's so good. He's good. So tune in. This fight, tune in. How do you decision or ending early?
I see decision. This is going all the way because Merab's a machine, right? The only way I can see him is just choking him out if he does. But
boring or exciting for the casual?
Actually, for the casual, it might be a little boring.
Yeah,
it might be a little boring because it's going to be such a scramble, and these guys are going to try to fight for position the whole time.
Scrambling.
And once they get that position, they'll be like, "No, I'm holding on to this because you're just going to try to move."
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of technical positioning and not as much submission and taking each other out. So kind of see it like that.
Good. That's a good observation. So what do you have to say about Corey?
Since I'm thinking about Corey, they had a post this week that says, does Corey Sandhagen beat Sugar Sean O'Malley?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying it so quick, too.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. I was like, yeah, no, he's way better with his feet, his hands on the ground.
I think the hands,
that's what we were kind of waiting on.
I'd give it to Sean. The hands, I'd give it to Sean.
True.
But I mean, if I'm Corey, I looked at his last fight and looked how he dealt with the grab. Bro,
Umar.
Taking him down.
Yeah.
I'm taking Sean down. Let's go.
And Corey will take Sean down too because he's smart.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay.
So I would definitely say now things would change if Sean came back. Let's say Sean had a fight before he fought Corey, and now we get to see he's improved in that area. Okay. Well, now it's a game of chance because how long does a fight stay standing? Could be long, could be short. How does Sean deal with the takedown defense?
So I asked that because that potentially could be a number 1 contender fight within the bantamweight division. I don't know what else is kind of out there that makes sense to go to the next thing. But like I saw that and my mind just started going because we've already talked about this in the first place. They wanted Sean to win because then they wanted Corey to be able to fight him. But Merab unfortunately won. So now things got shooken up. And Corey was supposed to beat Umar. And all of us are like, no, that's not happening. Even though I wanted Corey to win just because I wanted the Sugar and Corey fight. Like that's the fight that makes so much sense within the division because it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, man.
Right? Like it's going to be a banger. It'll be fun.
So we'll see. We'll see. Saturday we gonna find out. All I like to say, we gonna find out. Now, in the main event of the evening, Coach Khabib's gonna have a lot of work to do because this is gonna be for the men's lightweight strap of the world. We have the challenger and new Arman Tsarukyan against the defending, not reigning. Islam Makhachev. Fuck, I like both of them. Though.
I was gonna say, let me send this to them. Yeah. Oh. In the lightweight division of 155 pounds, we're gonna have a title fight for the reigning defending champion of the world. But I'm gonna start with the challenger on this one from Armenia. The number 1 ranked lightweight in the world of 155 pounds. Arman Tsarukyan is the underdog. This fight at plus 300. Sounds about right. Don't lie. That sounds about right.
You said plus 300?
Plus 300. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. You're going against Islam.
I'd put some fucking money on that. Put some money on him.
Put some money on him. You got so much confidence in this guy. 300? Yeah. That's an easy bet. $100.
Yeah.
That's what I say. All right, back to the show. He's 28 years old, stands at 5'7", and his fighting style is a kickboxer. I didn't know Arman Tsarukyan was a kickboxer. I thought he was like a wrestler or something. He's got 25 professional fights, 22 victories and 3 defeats, 9 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission. He's got 8 first-round finishes. He does have 11 UFC fights, 9 victories and 2 defeats, currently on a 4-fight win streak, coming off a split decision victory over Charles Oliveira de Bronx back in April of 2024. From Russia, UFC's reigning, defending undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev, is the favorite in this fight at -300. He is 33 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is Sambo. He's got 27 professional fights with a record of 26 victories and 1 defeat. Second fight within the UFC. He's got 5 wins by KO, 12 wins by submission. He has 16 UFC fights, 15 victories and 1 defeat. Currently on a 14-fight win streak. Coming off of a submission victory over Dustin Poirier back in June of 2024, I'm going with the reigning, defending, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
You know what? And I don't blame you.
We're split.
I don't blame you because Islam is good, but I've been liking Armin for a long time. I'm going to stick with Armin.
And part of the thing is you love to say, I told you.
Yeah, 100%.
I told you.
100%.
It makes it easier for you to be like, I'm wrong, whatever. 100%. But it makes it that much more fun. It's like, I told you.
But it also it had me thinking too, because if Islam wins his belt
again, and still,
do you think he stays in this weight division, or I see 2 scenarios for him? Okay. One scenario, something that could be, because I think there's going to be a lot of comparison between him and Khabib, and it's actually not moving up in weight. Ooh. It's about straps that you hold.
Okay.
What if he challenged Max for the BMF?
For the BMF, he could.
He wins that, and then he moves up in weight
to 185.
185.
Why does he go to 185?
Because there's fucking killers there.
Because he doesn't want to fight Bilal at 170.
There's killers.
That's what it is. But there is killers there. Yes.
And I think the killers that I would love to see this man fight against.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Robert fucking Whittaker.
I saw it right when you.
Robert Whittaker would be the guy I think would be perfect for an Islam.
A good welcome to the 185 division. Like, here you go.
Oof. Now we've seen him struggle with the wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a bigger opponent.
Talking about Robert with the wrestling.
Robert, okay. Right? But now it's a smaller opponent for him, bigger opponent for Islam.
True.
So does that offset the wrestling? Does that maybe give it a little bit extra into Robert? Now, if you were scared to maybe give him that high of an opponent, well, the next guy, Paulo Costa. Ooh. We haven't heard much about him.
No.
Paulo Costa against Islam.
Coming off a loss, though.
That's okay.
Yeah, like that's okay
because Islam's coming up.
Sorry, I got a question for you. Why is he not getting a title fight from a champion to another division? That's typically what they like to do. Why would
we don't know who's going to be holding the fucking strap.
True. Does that make a difference?
Yeah,
like if somebody's holding it.
If Sean holds it, I want Sean to go against Islam. Because that press conference is going to be wild. You talking about Sean?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Talking about Sean?
Let's say, for instance, Izzy ends up having the strap. You want to see that?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
If
I don't want to see a
DDP has it.
No.
I say DDP beats him though, but if Hamza, I don't know where they are. If they're buddies, if they're not friends. If they're friends, they ain't gonna fight.
I don't think they're friends.
Right. Okay, so then I'd be cool with that. I'll be cool in seeing Hamza against him. Let's really see. But yeah, Paulo's the only one that really interests me, and I don't think he's gonna fight Shara.
No, he's not fighting Shara.
He ain't gonna fight Shara.
Plus, he's taking Shara down.
He needs a big name though.
That's why Paulo's a good one on that list.
He needs a big name.
Because guys, there are people higher than him, but it's just not the name. And it's not the name.
Okay,
it's not the draw.
Jared. Brendan Allen, all in.
Be all in.
Right? Is Roman deletes it? Like it's nothing.
No, it's the name. It's Paulo Costa.
Sean Strickland.
It's the name or Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland would say some fucked up shit. Can you imagine that fucking press conference? Bro, he'd go off on Islam and Khabib and the whole camp.
He'd call out Khabib and say, "Why don't you just come and do something while you're at it?"
God, that would be fucking funny.
Yeah. Khabib's, I think, doing 3 fights this weekend. I think he's cornering 3 guys I saw for the UFC 311.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Hopefully he got on another flight to get there. Hopefully.
Private.
Yeah, he wasn't flying private on that frontier, though. Anyways. I could keep going. But yeah,
that's not the topic.
I'm excited for this fucking card, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm happy this is the first pay-per-view of the year, and it's a juicy one from start to finish.
Right. Glad they started it with a big one.
Yeah, man. Announcements. I know we didn't do it earlier on, but I do believe we have a couple announcements that I want to drop and put your way. First off, it's going to be one that's going to be taking place in Miami, UFC 314. That's supposed to be what we heard is going to be Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales. Supposed to be set at UFC 314 in Miami.
Dude.
Wow.
Dude.
That's a good one. That's a really, really good one.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the other ones that you said.
The other one that we have, right, is going to be a fight night, March 22nd.
What?
Leon Edwards versus Jack Della Maddalena.
What?
Supposedly we heard it's all set. It's both signed and signed, sealed, and delivered, and that's the fight we're going to get.
Nice.
The other fight I did hear about, I believe it's going to be on this fight night, Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler.
You were saying something about that, but it's supposed to be this card potentially.
I don't know if that's final or what. I did hear it, so I said let me just bring it out. Let me put it out there in case it is. How do I feel about that? I'm really not happy about that fight for Paddy.
For Paddy,
I think that could go like real south, real fast.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel Michael Chandler's gonna stick to any game plan, and I think
does he ever stick to his game plan?
Like
it changes in just one round.
Chin being up and Chandler swinging for the fucking fences and connecting, and that'll be the last time we hear. Sorry for all the Liverpool fans. That fucking Liverpool, "You'll Never Walk Alone" anthem. Fucking last time we hear it. Gunners till I die. Fucking Arteta, buy a forward, please. Yeah. Okay, next.
if you haven't noticed, yeah, exactly. And if you haven't noticed, he's kind of a fan. Like
I'm an upset Arsenal fan right now.
Yeah,
upset. But anyways,
wait, you're upset? Wait, come on. You could get in my spot right now. You want to change?
Beat us.
It's true, but who cares? Look, you're at least top 10. You're not looking at relegation for like the last 40 years.
We had one man up.
Yeah, because you guys
and we lost at home.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you.
That's just a bad day for you. That's all it is. We had a good day. You had a bad day.
It's all good. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go. I don't care who we got. Like, let's go. Go Birds.
How about them Lakers?
Go Birds.
How about them Lakers?
Yeah, how's Bronny doing?
On the bench. In the G League.
But getting back to the fights. Michael Chandler, Paddy, how you feeling about that?
Exactly. Your same exact sentiments. Like, wait, you're gonna lose, Paddy. You don't want that fight. You don't want that smoke. You can talk as much as you want and say whatever you want. You're not gonna get under his skin. Chandler's just gonna come out and start you a little bit, and he's gonna just slam you on that ground a couple different times.
Press conference will be fun though.
Yeah,
I can see Chandler doing. I
can see a little back and forth.
Some good back and forth.
Now, don't think that Paddy can't catch him. Let me just say that. Right, because exactly kind of like he did to King Green.
Striking.
No. You heard. I'm glad you said it as I was saying King Green, because now you know which path I was going down. As he caught King Green in the triangle in the last fight and ripped off his arm and broke his arm, he could potentially do that, Michael Chandler, because Michael could dive and get him in the wrong spot, and Paddy could just be timing it. So that could happen, but most likely.
And don't forget, Chandler is also a wrestler. Great. Yeah. So we could actually get some really good scrambles in there. But then I just feel like Chandler's such a fucking animal. He will dominate the scrambles. Now, we haven't seen Paddy off his back at this level. No. I think we've seen him at Cage Warriors.
Yes.
But at this level, this UFC level, and now that he's going to be touching the upper echelon of the weight division.
Top 10, top 5.
Could be tough.
Sorry, going back to JDM and Leon. Number one contender?
I think it has to be because Leon's involved.
That's kind of why I ask. And JDM is on a run.
He's number 4. The only 2 people ahead of him is Shavkat, which we kind of know is going to get a title shot, and Kamaru, we're waiting to get healthy.
So this is a number 1 contender fight.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes, based on everything else there, because Sean Brady would be the only other one right now that can. And sorry, excuse me, and Joaquin Buckley, excuse me.
I think Sean.
They almost need to be paired up.
Sean ahead a Joaquin for sure.
Oh, I know he is. I know, but I'm just saying if they want to do something, I don't like it because
Kamaru's got to be matched up with one of those 2.
Was Sean talking about it?
It's got to be Kamaru Sean or Kamaru Joaquin, and then what you could do is Sean Brady could get the loser of Shavkat and Bilal. Okay. That's what I think you do.
Buckley called out Kamaru Usman.
Perfect. That's a great call.
That'd be a good one.
Great call out. And waiting in the wings is going to be your boy Ian Machado Gary. Your boy.
Who?
I think he waits in the wings.
Sean Brady?
But look at that. Fucking Miles Morales has a chance to move up from
He
12
does.
all the way up to 8.
Miles Morales.
That's going to be good. As long as Colby keeps going down, I'm happy.
And didn't we tell you guys are just on our last show? Miles Morales. This is his chance to
Watch
beat
out.
Dariush Burns.
Yeah.
Move on up.
But sitting at the top is, remember the name, Bilal Muhammad. Well, hopefully he stays there. Hopefully he stays there. Now, for me, Cariss, I don't think I have anything else to mention. Do you?
No.
Nah?
Shout out to 10th Planet. We got a ADCC tournament this weekend, January 18th. Open in San Diego, which I'm going to be attending. I just have not signed up as of yet. Coach Kevin said, if you're going, sign up.
So make sure you sign up if you're competing. Shout out to all the competitors that will be taking place.
Be safe.
They'll be competing, I guess, in ADCC. Shout out to City Boxing.
Hey.
All my teammates out there, good luck. Get it done. I'll do my best to make an appearance. If not, it's all love.
Nice.
All love.
Nice.
Right there. Well, with that being said, the MMA game is out.
See you in Anaheim or Vegas.
Inglewood.